Linda Barcz from the Barcz Company is here, taking your calls at 270-9933. I guess switching to indoor plants now. I think the growing season may be over.
Well, today you can go out and if you don't have bulbs in, get them in quick because now with that rain, it's soft. Yes, I brought some really pretty. The bromeliad is that really beautiful red centered plant that actually typically grows in trees in the tropics.
Really?
So you keep water in that center little spot on the plant, and off to the side you'll develop a flower, and then this particular plant will start to decline, but then you'll get what's called a little pip off to the side to replace it.
So the red's not the flower?
No, that's actually not the flower, so it's going to look like that for a long time. And I also brought some interesting, well, this is emerald queen. Well, it's related to a philodendron, but this actually is a philodendron. So if you don't want this to cascade down, as the character is here, then you can add one of these boards and train it to grow up on that. So then you can either have it weeping or crawling up, and all different kinds of treatments. Here we've got this Hindu rope is this real contorted foliage, and that's a type of Hoya. And back here, the Hoya is trained onto a little arch.
All sorts of interesting things.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the phones. We're going to start with Carol in Stoughton. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
I have a question about a peace lily. It's budding flowers, but they don't open up like a flower. There's like seeds inside of there. And I'm wondering, can I plant those and get another plant?
Oh. Now, that's an interesting question. I mean, what peace lily do is they develop a flower like, it's called a spath. And so then the seed is in here in the center. And I imagine that if you would let it ripen, you could potentially do that. Try Googling it. You know, it's just, seriously, I have never tried that. I've never been asked that question. I don't know.
And they're not a bulb or anything?
No.
They're seeds. Okay. Let's go to Beverly in Madison. Hi, Beverly.
Hi.
What's your question?
I have a question about freesias. I had a friend that brought me freesia bulbs from Paris this spring, and I planted them in the garden, and they finally did come up this fall through the leaves, and now what do I do with them?
Okay, I think freesias are not completely hardy. You're going to have to dig those up. They would be similar to dahlias or canna lilies, where you can't leave them in the ground year-round, is my impression. I know that you can grow freesias in Wisconsin. It's too bad that you didn't get flowers, though.
Yeah, so take the bulbs out?
Dig it up and store it in a cool, dry area, probably just so it doesn't get below freezing. Probably 50 to 55 degrees would be good.
Okay. Carol in Prairie du Sac. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
I would like to transplant some German iris. Is it too late?
Well, we are getting to the point probably where you're not going to have many roots develop, but if you try to firm them into the soil, and then if we have a period where you get freezing and thawing, go out and check on them periodically, because since it is so late, they're unlikely to develop any roots now. I'd like to have done it a little bit earlier.
Okay, but you could do it next spring if you want.
Yes, you could do it next spring early.
Okay. Linda in Montello. Hi, Linda.
Hi. I have a palmaria plant from Hawaii that I brought back about 3 years ago. And every year I get spider mites when I bring it in, so it loses all of its leaves. And I washed down the whole plant this year, and it still looks like maybe there's some of them here.
Yeah, well, spider mites are very tiny, microscopic, practically. When you say that you washed it down, have you ever, perhaps you could try insecticidal soap. I would check the label because you can't use insecticidal soap on everything, but that will kill mites, or get a miticide, because the problem with that is you have the mites, you kill those, and then there's eggs that hatch, and then you have another whole crop of them.
Okay. All right, Adrian in Madison. Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
I'm sorry?
What's your question?
I have a Christmas cactus plant that's blooming, but some of the leaves or the petals are falling off. What am I doing wrong?
The petals, or do you mean sections of the plant are falling off?
Pieces of the plant.
Pieces of the plant. Okay. Yeah, that is when you have inconsistency with watering. They sometimes go through that. But as long as the majority of the plant is healthy, it may just be a section, and then you can get rid of that. And be careful with your watering. Let it get dry between waterings.
Okay. They are succulent.
They are succulent, yes.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Linda will take your call off the air. We'll see you next week, and we'll see you right after the break.